in the turn. Need to buy some more Jadniks coming up, but yeah, I need the money. Right, so I can make the arc this turn. I'm going to invade this turn. Right, Nashast and Doivan. The Nashast ability is pretty rubbish. It's done to attack during ground battle on systems, but I should prevent anyone else from getting it, I think. So I'm going to, yeah, go for the assist here. Did I get a quest pop-up then? I didn't, did I? That was a bug. Should have had one of those. Ensure the Doivan's prototype ship survives in flight for at least 16 turns. Alright, that's difficult. Since it's a long way away. Oh, I can bring it over to there. Should be safe there. Might just, to be honest, I probably want them a bit sooner maybe, so I might brainwash them in a minute. Though the cost of that went down because of minus 10% off peace for doing those, I think. I've forgotten about that, so maybe it was more worthwhile than I thought. Where's that to? Blue cap. I might have picked that instead of Jadniks if I'd had it near to me, but... Yeah, so since I didn't get a quest for these, I'm going to have to... yeah, get up to 100. Just a movement. There's a leecher over here. Okay, let's upgrade that. Out. Bring that back. So probably have 3 racks per fleet for the time being until I get more command points. Oh, let's not forget the arc this turn, but pretty important. So I think I'm happy with that. I haven't seen any Sophon ships for a long time, so I have no idea what they're like at the moment. So let's make the arc here. I could put speed boost on it. Should I is the thing. I'd have to spend money upgrading. I don't think I'll bother. I'll just wait like a few turns for it to get over. So let's put that there. Okay. So, you know what? I might as well wait until it gets there. I'm still leeching at the moment successfully here. I can, yeah, I'll move them when it gets over. Right. Nakar here. Got production. The spud here. Guess I should get that up. And get that in. Next, what's the approval like? Oh, like 1% off. Getting loyal. Right, get that in 2 turns. Right, that's okay, I guess. Okay, so I think we're done for the turn. Let's end the turn. Okay, we share a trade agreement. Right, they're just being friendly. Oh, well that maybe explains the quest situation. I lost that on those. I'm trying to think now if it's worthwhile using the election thing at the moment. They're up to level 8. I might as well still keep them here, get more experience. I mean, I could get both of those and stick her on a fleet, but I'm not using energy at the moment. That's pretty... yeah. Just gonna keep getting experience with her. Are they actually on the most productive systems, my heroes, at the moment? I should probably check. That's probably where I want them to get experience quicker. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. Right, research. We got that. Tech. Arctic becomes available as well. Right. So, I think I'll go for the upgrade for the racks next. You know what? I haven't got the food still. I'll get that in, then I get the rack. Maybe I should have gotten that quite a while ago. We need it now, definitely, because we're getting more system developments. I still don't have the energy one either. Let's go for that then. Now we'll go for that. Okay, I might want to come up here then. Right, we're looking really strong now. I'm not really worried about the other empires too much. It's just a case of figuring out how to achieve victory from here. If they start getting imminent on dust victory at some point, then I'll have to deal with them and get over there quickly. Need to build up fleets still, proper fleets. Right, and that got finished. Where is it? Oh, I can stick a couple of racks on it to get it over there faster, can't I? In theory. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. For a second I thought that was one command point for the arc. Right, let's stick that on there. Right, that's 5 movement. 2 turns. Okay. Right. I'm gonna take a minute out just to upgrade stuff here. Okay, so I've updated the build list. As you can see, I'm actually starting on a wonder down in Gemini. It's only going to take 7 turns, so I might as well go for it, I think. So we're looking, yeah, pretty strong here now. Definitely liking how things are going. So I think, yeah, I put them back on leech. It turned off for some reason. I think I'm going to move my vampire ships this turn. Where are they? They are there. So I hope my timing will be right. Next turn I'm going to invade and take that. I'll move them up. That's going to take a turn to get there. These take 3 turns to get up there, so that should be right. I don't think I'll move the leeches quite yet though. And I should probably move the rack ship there as well to give group with the leeches to move them a bit quicker. That's the plan. Okay. So I think that will work out nicely, hopefully. Right, still considering moving out, but I'm not doing it yet. That's... oh, there's something here. That detector can be attacked. So, let's barrage fire. Okay. Taking a while. Right. Let's end the turn. Okay, so we got food in that turn. A lot of places, their infrastructure's getting up very nicely. They're losing a war, supposedly. You can check out to see who's at war by coming in here. Well, actually, yeah. If I click on that, oh, well, it doesn't say there. If I click on there, will it tell me?
Why you're here now?
No, not really. Let's come out of there. Does she have a trade subsidiary? Not that I can see, so there's not much point in getting peace with her. She may be my next target, actually. What's the score? The guy I'm at peace with is actually top. Okay. How are we doing up here? Let's do another one. Yeah, I think I'm just going to brainwash them as soon as possible, even though I have a quest and I probably can do with them. Right, that ran out. Population on Thea. Ooh. This guy's up to level 12, which means I can pick that. So let's see how good this is, because I'm interested in finding out. So basically I'll get 5 fizzy bonus, and one of those fizzy bonuses to all of my planets. Everywhere, I think, because he's actually in the center. So was it worthwhile keeping him in there for this long instead of sticking on a fleet? I think it's going to be. So those are the numbers. Let's pick that. Apply. What do you reckon? Do you think that was worthwhile? I think it is, put it that way. That's freaking amazing. So, yeah. Vodyani heroes, pretty good, to say the least, when they get leveled up. Especially if on good world as well. So, that's amazing. It's so amazing that Vodyani's Infallible Authority skill that it literally breaks the game's economy in a very quick time. You get so much fizzy that it's incredible. I actually played another 10 turns on from the point you saw up to. My economy went completely mad. I was getting crazy amounts of fizzy on that one system. And of course there's a Senate bonus, so it's giving bonuses to all of my arcs as well. So I've done a bit of looking up on the online, basically in different forums across the internet, and I've found out a lot more about the skill. It's definitely considered to be broken, put it that way. There's a very good Reddit thread that people were showing screenshots of the crazy amounts of fizzy that they were gaining. It was like 300,000 research, for example. Someone had achieved by using that skill, and well, late game stuff as well. But yeah, it's definitely broken, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. So I've been reading up and trying to figure out what I should do. I believe that Amplitude actually changed the skill at some point, but somehow it managed to find its way back into the game. Not sure if that was by accident or by design, but it's definitely broken in my opinion. Within the game's actual file, I believe it is the Hero Simulation Descriptors file. Basically, there's two entries for the skill, which is skill 105. The first entry is the the skill as it stands at the moment in the current patch, which is 1.0.20. In fact, it's actually a preview beta patch which has just come out recently, which it hasn't changed in Sally. But within that descriptors file, there are two entries, and that first one supersedes the entry which I've actually modded my game to now. I've deleted the old entry and slightly changed the entry that was superseded. So basically it's a percentage bonus I've changed it to. If we show here, it's that now, which gives hundreds, potentially even thousands of extra fizzy, but not hundreds of thousands of fizzy that the old skill did, or at least tens of thousands. So it's a pretty good skill still, but it's nowhere near as crazy as it was. Now, I'm actually having to load an old save here. The nearest save game I had was a bit further on than you had watched up to. It's still on the same turn, but I've done a number of things. I basically had, well, I've invaded Orm at this point and moved on all my ships. What else have I done? I think I spent a bit of money on trade. Definitely need to get that up. Trade's incredibly important and frankly overpowered as well. That's another thing that needs to be fixed, but I'm getting it rather late in this game. What else have I done? I think I invested some influence on to those guys up there. There's a combat I did there against a scout ship, and I've done my build lists, and yeah, I think that's all I did. So if we take a look back in the system list, that's the current state of my fizzy, and I believe, yeah, this skill as well is only giving me a bonus percentage amount to the planet fizzy as well. So I'm getting nothing from the influence currently, where I was getting thousands from it before. And yeah, I'm getting a, well, 25% bonus for this world, I think, because I have 5% from the Senate as well. But yeah, so it's a lot, nowhere near as crazy as the old skill was, but certainly rather good still. Okay, I think I'm pretty much ready to get started again. Let's end the turn. It's actually been a while since I recorded last. This is the second time I've tried to re-record this as well. I did try with the preview beta patch, but I found that some bugs were actually appearing that weren't before when using that preview beta patch. So I'm still using 1.0.20.
The Unfallen watch you,
Right, see, I'm falling
unsure
mentioning
of your
something.
actions.
Okay, for tech as well, I slightly rejigged that. So I'm now going after the government tech. That's something which I'd completely forgotten about previously. So I kind of mucked up this main quest as well. It's very difficult to get. The whole thing I was trying to achieve with it is basically a one government switch over to a republic, but it takes 5 turns to go into anarchy, and also, yeah, I would have to have no religious party or religious laws for 16 turns. It's very difficult to do. Now with the Senate bonus, if it's working correctly, if I were to go into anarchy, I would lose it. So that's bad. And also, what I could have done maybe many turns ago is go into a dictatorship and elected anyone apart from the religious party to complete the quest. But of course, now if I were to do that, I should lose the Senate skill if it's working correctly. To be honest, I'm not sure it is. But yeah, I'm probably going to try still a one switch government change to a republic at this stage if I'm going to keep the Senate bonus, which is giving extra 5% fitzy, and it's probably worthwhile doing. So, the Academy has given me a new hero this turn, and we've actually got another Vodyani hero. Now, I want to get them definitely, because I want to get another one of those percentage skills. This guy is almost identical to our starting hero. He's Guardian Vodyani, but he's an ecologist, and his starting skills are slightly different, but he has Infallible Authority, and he also has Vox Populi. So, the best governor skills in the game. Yeah, that percentage fitzy is probably still the best governor skill in the game, in my opinion. Even after, well, although it's nowhere near as good as the old skill would have been, it's still very good. Right, so there's a election survey in there. I've actually got a new trade company this turn. I'm going to stick it in Thea, which I won't be able to trade to anyone because it's going to be blockaded by these for a while, but long term it's going to be fantastic. It's got a lot of systems joined to it, and they have very good luxuries which I use as well. Okay, so let's move my ships in this turn. So I should be able to start leeching there again. Okay, I got to find a place for that hero coming up. Got a population in Orm. Done. Right, let's get that in. I need to buy some Jadinics probably at some point and get my trade on the go also. So let's do... Well, there's that leecher, but I don't have a ship to escort it. I'm just gonna come up here. I've got a new ship design I want to do at some point, but I'm gonna get in that tech first, I think. I can talk more about that later. Let's do this combat then, here. Okay, so that's a decent ship design, but this fleet should be more than enough. I'm gonna stick with that, I believe. Okay, and I got a bit damage on the rack, but yeah, that's taken care of. So here is systems management for the turn. I've moved around some heroes, these two. They are going to be fleet commanders still, but I want to get more experience before I start using them in that role, so they are now on those systems. I also hired this guy, and I'm going to assign the skills now. So he's on the place that's building a wonder. Going to get the production in first, and yeah, a bit of food on top as well with that skill. Eventual priorities getting those, of course, with them, and they're going to be a governor. I bought some Jadinics this turn as well, which cost me just under 1,000. Putting that on Ceres. And yeah, that's the current state of things there. So I moved some racks back here. I'm going to make a vampire or two to help with the sieging process here while I get enough essence from leeching, which I've also stuck on to build another arc and get there once I've gotten rid of the colony. There's a wheel in here that I want to use if I can find it. I'm going to send a probe up there. And there's actually an expedition to do there, so I'm going to bring them back to do that. Okay. Yeah, there's a leech coming up there. I can use the racks at that in a minute. How far away are we? Right, 2 turns. Now brainwash that. I wouldn't mind doing some deals with the AI, so let's take a look at this, shall we?
Comrade, let us toast to the motherland.
It takes way too long for that to happen, but yeah, I'm gonna swap this. There's 169 influence, which I have enough to do. Okay. And that's revealed 50% of the galaxy. Excellent.
Of course you accept. Now charge your glass.
They're now friendly. So what have we found? Nebula clouds. Right, one over there as well. We have found the Horatio. Not sure if I can get in contact or not with them yet. No, not really. Planet Sahar. Up there, which is an endless planet. Let's take a look at that. If we can. Take a while. It's, yeah, getting huge bonuses to production by the looks of it, and a bit of influence, which planets don't normally give. There's a dust solar nebula down there. We found the homeworld. Yeah, don't know what victory condition I'm going for. Yeah, probably supremacy or dust though. There's Macsen star over there. The unfallen capital's over there, so what I could do is build up a huge fleet here and get a Seeker to come over there at some point. In fact, Seeker's going to be pretty good for supremacy no matter where they are. On this map type, the capitals tend to be a long way away from each other on the ends of arms, so that sometimes they can be nearer to the center like the Horatios. Right, that's done. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for the turn. So I need to be saving up for this as well to influence the elections coming up, so I'm going to need some money for that. There's some very nice stuff en route here as well. Get some of the final planet techs. I'm going to be wanting to go for gas giant probably not long after that, and that might be the last planet tech. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff in there to get. Right, let's end the turn. Yeah, so I think the first time I played up to about 85, and before finally realizing that, yeah, there's a definite issue with that skill. I knew it was really amazing before I started Let's Play, but I hadn't played with it enough to realize the true extent. I've actually completed a deed this turn, so there's 2 trade companies now in my possession, and yeah, got extra Hyperion for that, which is great. In terms of trade, let's take a look at it. Yeah, we're actually trading with the United Planets. There's that now up and running, but sadly I can't trade because of all of the Sophon systems blockading in the way. So I should be able to build a trade subsidiary this turn. I'm actually going to build it to Neckar, which I won't be able to trade to from there. I mean, I could put a trade subsidiary there or there now so it could trade, but might as well just make use of the one that is working currently. So let's put that there. Better do that. Yeah. Okay. Political survey. Did... Oh, I still haven't actually got that. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, there's an election on every 20 turns, so 20, 40, 60, 80, and that's something you really have to keep in mind with that, because it's not a definite that I would kick out the religious party unless I go a dictatorship. And in fact, the first time I recorded this bit, I actually picked the wrong option for the bribe, and I didn't manage to win the election, so I'm hoping I can get more lucky this time round. This wheel has got into position. Right. Let's do that. And that is Quadronix. And I'm going to send that over to there. Could do some deals with these as well, but they're much
Tell me
less
why you're
likely
here.
to trade at the
Now.
moment than the United Planets, I believe. And I don't have an awful lot of influence. They're not interested in map sharing, not interested in peace and trade agreements, so they don't have subsidiaries to my knowledge either, so there's not an awful
The
lot of point in
unfallen
trading with them
greet
anyway.
you in the hopes that your goal is
It's cost a
greater
lot.
harmony.
Yeah, it's not possible. Okay. Right, so Leecher finally arrived there. I can bring it up with the racks, perhaps. There's a Sophon ship coming down there, which I need to do something about. Okay, the build list is fine. I'm not going to buy any Jadniks. I'm going to save up to bribe at the election. I'm going to upgrade that rack, which won't cost me too much. That wheel, I've got that expedition to do. Let's not forget that. And yeah, found Quadronix. Okay, I think I'm going to group that in there now. Oh, did that slow it down? Yeah, I did. Okay, I won't bother doing that then. Let's bring these racks and the leecher back up. Is it... Which ones should I use? Right. And I think that's it for the turn, so next turn. Okay, no sign of the Sophons really being a threat, although there is that incoming. I should blockade that as well, which I forgot. New event, church and state. So there's influence or science, come back to that shortly. And they've actually moved down to there. Yeah, I meant to blockade that and I forgot. Right, let's do decline. Definitely need science at the moment. That's going to be on Neckar, which isn't a particularly good colony, and I should probably, yeah, use some essence to get population up, but I kind of want to save that for Narc. That guy's at level 8. Right, brilliant. Our key hero gained another level and get the first one of Vox Populi. This skill only has 1 level to it, of course. But yeah, we'll take that, and that should mean my production's gone up pretty significantly. These numbers are next to nothing compared to what I would have had if I hadn't modded the game. But yeah, Amplitude needs to do something about it. Right, let's move the ships on. Okay, there's what? Vampire here, let's get that out. Right, I'm actually going to have to bring a rack back now because I do not want them blockade my best colony. That's going to be a bit of an issue if they were to do that. So they won't be able to if I do this. Okay. Let's bring that back up. And that vampire, slowly get that up there. Okay, science's turn then. So I've got that, which allows me to get extra influence. And this is on planets, so the Senate bonus from that skill will count for that. So it's probably worthwhile getting it up everywhere if I particularly need influence for something. If worst comes to... why can't I do that? Oh, shit. I completely forgot about that. I don't have the influence now, do I? Yeah, so I can't do that for ages. I'm used to having... well, last time I did this, basically I was getting like 1500 between that and 5000 influence per turn. So, yeah, because the skill has been lessened a lot, I'm not getting it. So I'm going to have to wait on that. There isn't a government that's cheaper than that, is there? Oh, it's 700 for democracy, but that gives me no option to influence the election, so I couldn't get a religious party out with that. Okay, so I'm wishing I hadn't spent the influence on getting the maps, and I also want to get this as well, which I can do this turn. I think I will do. I can't not do this. It's too good not to. So I'm going to brainwash to get that assimilation trait. We didn't actually find any... yeah, I failed that because of doing that. Didn't find any minor races when I got the map. There could be more out here somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, I would have to probably trade maps to find out. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of turns to save up before I can do that. Right, so arguably coming along here wasn't so imperative, possibly, but that gives extra influence, so I might want to get that pretty soon. After all, okay, let's stick that there then, that there. Okay, don't need this quite so quick. Toxic plants would be nice though. Right, I do have a few, some over here I think. Right, I'm going to take a minute out then to update my build list.